Good evening. Please stand and recognize the colors.
Detail. Forward. March. Center. Face. Present. Arms.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as we retire the colors.
Order. On. Forward. March.
Thank you. Please be seated. At this point, it is my pleasure to introduce Youth Board member Kathleen Murphy, who will do the invocation for this evening.
Let us take a moment to bow our heads. We ask for blessings upon this gathering this evening as we celebrate all of the good works performed by our youth and adult award recipients. Our community is truly blessed by all that they have done, and we can only imagine the best as we think about what they will be doing in the future. We ask that this year's recipients continue to be the light of hope their communities need as they continue to be shining beacons to those they help, encourage, and inspire. Mr. Rogers wrote, "When I was a boy, I would see scary things in the news. My mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.' The world so needs more helpers like you. May you continue to find that inner strength and selflessness that has brought you here tonight. And may your parents, teachers, and mentors rejoice in their contributions that helped and continue to help you along your paths of compassion and empathy."
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 37th Youth Awards Dinner. My name is Joe DiMarzo. I'll be one of your co-hosts with Janine Cunningham. And at this time, it's my pleasure to welcome everyone to the Putnam County Golf Course. What a great facility it is here. Too bad the sun's not out and we can't enjoy it, but it really has turned out to be a great place to have events. I'd like to welcome some of our dignitaries who are here this evening. Excuse me. Carmel Court Judge Jacob Ellis. Tom. Assistant District Attorney Joe Charbonneau. Our Undersheriff from the Putnam County Sheriff's Department, Thomas Linder. And Michael Kazari, the Town of Carmel Supervisor. Also with us this evening from Carmel High School, the Principal, Lauren Santa Barbara. The Superintendent of Mahopac Schools, Anthony DiCarlo. Aaron Kleinman from Mahopac, the Director of School Counseling. The Mahopac Lakeview Elementary School Principal, Jennifer Pontillo. The Putnam Valley High School Principal, Dr. Sandra Seppi. And the Putnam Valley High School Assistant Principal, Matt Mello. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Janine Cunningham.
Thank you, everyone. I'm excited tonight to say and congratulate the 17 youth for their outstanding community service to Putnam County. We have one adult who's devoted countless hours to the youth of Putnam County who will be receiving the James F. Reeves Award. We'll also be recognizing a youth board member who will be receiving the 2022 Youth Board Lifetime Achievement Award. So this year we received numerous nominations, and based on criteria and scoring, our youth board members, they narrowed it down to all these amazing winners. So congratulations to all our winners this evening. At this time, I'd like to ask all the youth award winners, if you could please just stand and be recognized. For your dedication and the countless hours that you devoted to so many different great organizations, and we're going to hear a lot about it a little bit later on. So thank you. And now I'd like to ask all the parents and guardians of our award winners to please stand and be recognized. Support from all these individuals, the young people here today would not be so involved in all the programs that they're involved in each year. So thank you for the support from the families. Now I'd like to invite the youth board members and youth bureau staff members to please stand and be recognized. Our youth board members, really thank you so much for volunteering your time at our monthly meetings, being so passionate about the future of our youth, and the Youth Bureau staff for just all that you do for the programs in Putnam County. So thank you so much. So the past 2 years, we've faced many challenges during the pandemic. This event is always the highlight of the year for the Youth Bureau staff and the youth board members. In 2020, we recognized the winners by visiting each of their homes to congratulate them. In 2021, we held the event at the barn at Putnam County Park. So we're so happy to be back celebrating back here at the beautiful golf course, despite the weather, but I'm happy to be inside, so I'm happy to be back here. I'd just like to say thank you also to Joe DiMarzo. He did retire from Putnam County service last year, and I just really want to just thank him for coming back and emceeing with us, so if we could just give him a big round of applause. And there's one other person that I just really would like to thank. There's so much that goes behind the scenes for this event, and really, I think you probably all know the name of Christine Andrews. So Christine, if you could just wave, I really just want to thank her for putting this all together, and without her, she's definitely the glue that keeps our youth bureau together, so thank you for all you do. So again, congratulations to all the award winners, and please enjoy the evening. And now I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker tonight. Our keynote speaker is Anthony DiCarlo, who is the superintendent of schools for the Mahopac Central School District. His journey in education started 39 years ago. He has served as an administrator for 26 years at all levels from kindergarten through grade 12. He has been blessed to see children grow and learn through the years of service in several school districts throughout the Hudson Valley. These include Yonkers, Harrison, Tuckahoe, Lakeland, New Rochelle, and Mahopac. I'm probably saying that wrong, Mahopac, right? In addition, he has given service to his community over the years as both a Carmel Town Councilman and Putnam County legislator. His true passion is education, and he strives to ensure that every student has an opportunity to reach their full potential. Anthony is also serves the Mahopac community and has been so fortunate to work with so many wonderful students, staff, and groups. We're honored to have Superintendent Anthony DiCarlo as our keynote speaker for the 37th Annual Youth Award Dinner. So please welcome Mr. Anthony.
And good evening, everyone. This is just an incredible honor. When Janine asked me to come up tonight and be the keynote speaker, I've been blessed. I'm blessed in my career. I'm blessed to be in a community of, this is working or not, but I'll speak loud. I've been blessed to be a part of so many lives of students throughout my 39 years, and what a way to retire this year and be able to honor all of you that are here tonight. Good evening to all our honored guests, our parents, our families, and most importantly, you, the class of 37 annual award recipients for Putnam County. When we talk about service, and I looked at all of your accomplishments, I can only think of the word smile that you put on the faces of all those people that you give your time, your energy, your spirit, your love, whether it be to a classmate, whether it be to an elderly person, whether it be to animals, whether it be in your school, outside of your school. And in the world in which we live, smiles are so much needed now more than ever. I just want to read you what, to me, a smile is all about. A smile costs you nothing, but gives much. It enriches those who receive without making poorer those who give. It takes but a moment, but the memory of it sometimes lasts forever. No one is so rich or might that he cannot get along without it, and no one is so poor that he cannot be made rich by it. A smile creates happiness in the home, fosters goodwill in business, and is the countersign of friendship. It brings rest to the weary, cheer to the discouraged, and sunshine to the sad, and it nurtures best antidote for trouble. It cannot be bought, begged, borrowed, or stolen, for it is something that is of no value until it is given away. Some people are too tired to give a smile. Give them one of yours, as one needs a smile as much as one who has none to give. That's what you have done in your service for others, and you don't realize it. That smile, making somebody's day, volunteering, whether it be hours before school, after school, on weekends, over the summer. And I know how hard it is, because I understand what your lives are like. How school is so important to you, looking at some of your grade point averages and what you do, and to be able to give of yourself selfishly is unbelievable. And to do it at such a young age, and those of our two recipients who are adults, it's a testament to who you are, but most importantly, of who you're going to become. You've created a spark in yourself, and you created a love for one another. You have embraced the act of giving of your time, giving of your passion, giving of devotion to others. You are fortunate to be blessed to be able to give to others. This evening is the beginning of a vibrant promise in your lives. The next generation is so important for a generation to love their fellow man, to love others with kindness, and we need that so much in our country and our world today. You, here assembled tonight, are that shining light. You've accomplished so much in giving of service to others. This, I know, is done without fanfare and praise. You are humbled. You give from your heart. Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something. Continue to be who you are. Continue to be that shining bright star. I know deep down in my heart this is only the beginning. When you go on to adulthood and you go on to your careers, you are going to be those leaders. You give selfishly to others, and I know you'll continue to do that. It's only the beginning of a journey. Tonight we celebrate you and your dedication to others. And we know that you will be successful as you journey through life. Therefore, take your dreams. May they be blessed with happiness, full of hope, destination, passion. God bless you for wanting to give the others. And most importantly to your parents, God bless you for instilling that. Because I know deep down inside, who they are is a part of who you are. And you should be so very, very proud of them. Thank you all. God bless you and have a great evening.
you so much for your continued support to the Youth Bureau and to all the, everything in the Mahopac community. So thank you so much for those words this evening. We wish you the best of luck in your retirement. So thank you again.
Welcome back, everyone. Years ago, and some of you that have been around for a long time, remember Dr. Rollo Ross, who was the head of Green Chimneys, and he taught me a lot of things about public speaking, and one of the things he said was to give everyone good food, which we did. Let's have a nice round of applause. Attempt to give them a funny story or a joke, which I'll do shortly, and then a great product. And we do have a great product tonight, and that product is our young people. So before we get to the ceremony, I'd like to invite up board member Francesca Drei, who will read 2 proclamations.
Thank you. Good evening, and congratulations to the Putnam County Youth Bureau's 37th Annual Youth and Adult Award recipients. The individuals selected to receive these awards have exemplified true benevolence through their tireless community service that has benefited their fellow residents within the Putnam County community. Both Laura Johnson, the recipient of the 2022 James Ritz Adult Award, and Richard Reinhardt, the recipient of the 2022 Youth Board Lifetime Achievement Award, have dedicated themselves to assist the youth within our community achieve their goals while doing good for those around them. The 17 Youth Award recipients, Adam Barty, Gloria Chardonnay, Emma Daniels, Christopher Donahue, Sabrina Downey, Francesca Drei, Kaylee Ann Hammond, Austin Harp, Stephen Kovalevsky, Zachary Kutrup, Rebecca Lazar, Emily Pontillo, Megan Renzi, Emily Racinko, Nicholas Sedano, Kevin Whitmarsh, Nathaniel Wolfe, have all recognized the importance of making the world around them a better place and have shown that age is not a factor when it comes to doing so. On behalf of the Putnam County government, we again congratulate each award recipient on this well-deserved honor and extend our sincere gratitude for the contributions made by each individual to our great community. Putnam County is such a wonderful place to live, and it is heartwarming to know that its future is in such capable and caring hands. The individuals selected to receive these awards have exemplified true benevolence through their tireless community service that has benefited their fellow residents within the Putnam County community. Both Laura Johnson, the recipient of the 2022 James F. Ritz Award, and Richard Reinhardt, the recipient of the 2022 Youth Board Lifetime Achievement Award, have dedicated themselves to assist the youth within our community. On behalf of the Putnam County Sheriffs, we again congratulate each award recipient on this well-deserved honor. Putnam County is such a wonderful place to live, and it is once again heartwarming to know that its future is in such capable and caring hands. Thank you.
So here's my story. Years ago, I was fortunate I won a trip to Italy. So I went to my barber. He's this really old-fashioned Italian guy, little guy, and I said, "Give me your best haircut." And he said, "I always give you a great haircut. What gives?" And I said, "I want a trip to Italy." I said, "I'm going to get free airfare. I'm going to be at the Vatican. Hopefully I'll get to see the Pope." And he was very negative. He said, "You know, Air Italia is the worst airline in the industry. You're going to get bumped. You're not even going to get there. If you do get there, there's millions of people. You're going to need binoculars to see the Pope." I said, "Just give me your best haircut." So I got there. A month later, after my trip, I come back, I go get another haircut. And he said, "Hey, how was Italy?" I said, "You know, you were 100% right. I got bumped to first class on Air Italia, and I was treated like a king. It was incredible. I got there, the hotel was a mix-up, I got a suite, fantastic. I go to see the Vatican, and I'm the millionth person. It was packed. I got to have lunch with the Pope. He said, "Get out of here." What did he say? He said, "Where'd you get that lousy haircut?" Okay. So let's get our evening started. And I first would like to introduce our first board member, our first presenter, John DeMuro Jr. John?
We are going to start. I have Adam Barty. If you could please come up and stand next to me. Adam is currently a junior at Putnam Valley High School, which means he still has time to add to his already great list of achievements as a youth leader. Adam, who has been a part of many organizations, has been a huge leader in training dogs for the blind. He has volunteered his time with organizations such as Guiding for the Eyes Blind, Hot to Trot Stables, and the Putnam Valley Little League. For Guiding for the Eyes for the Blind, Adam took in young dogs and trained them for 2 weeks to be accompanied to working as a service dog. Adam did this on many occasions and serviced many dogs within the organization. With Hot to Trot Stables, Adam helped around the stables and took care of many horses and other animals around the farm. Lastly, Adam took part in volunteering his time for the Putnam Valley Little League. For the Little League, Adam volunteered his time working the concession stands during the game and helping maintenance the field that the Little Leaguers played on. Adam finds enjoyment in his time volunteering and looks forward to helping the community, as it is something that drives him. He looks up to his mother, who is a big influence and role model in his life, and appreciates all that she does for him. Adam is interested in the technical field, working with computers, as that is a field that brings great interest to Adam. Thank you, Adam. Is leaving a big hole in the community to fill as a leader. She will be missed as she is moving on to bigger and better things, going into college, majoring in graphic design. Emma will be attending, do you know the school yet? Which school? She will be going to Drexel University to pursue what she loves. Emma has made great impacts being involved in the MHS Interact Club, the Putnam County Youth Corps, and the Mahopac Public Library. Emma has been a huge help in the community, being involved with the MHS Interact Club, which is a rotary that is managed by youth. In this club, she helps out with community projects in Mahopac, like the recycling efforts. As a youth court member, Emma has served in the courtroom, has been an essential member when youth court cases are being held. Emma has worked on both sides of the courtroom, serving the public as a defense for juveniles that are coming to youth court, and has serviced the public on prosecution. She has also been an active member within the community at the Mahopac Public Library, serving children. She has helped out the community days such as Star Wars Days or Ice Cream Socials, and has donated her time reading to younger students at book parties. Emma is moving into college and looking to pursue her aspirations as a graphic designer. Emma says that she aspires to be a community role model and a voice for kindness. Emma looks up to her mom as a role model and takes after her mom when seeking to help people. Thank you, Emma.
I would just like to thank my parents, Youth Corps, the Youth Bureau, and Mr. DeMarzo for introducing me to this amazing opportunity.
I Gallen to come up. Sabrina is a current junior at Carmel High School and has already made great strides in her accomplishments as a youth in Putnam County. Sabrina has been described as an enthusiastic, friendly, and comforting, and empathetic. Sabrina has been active in her community with her involvement in Youth Court, the Triad Music Honor Society, and working with the Austin Road PTO. Sabrina seeks to be a leader in any community-based environment she is in and looks to help her peers in any capacity. Sabrina has been a Youth Court member since 2018 and has made her presence in the court known. She has taken on substantial roles around the courtroom, all which continue to improve who she is as a youth. As a member in the Triad Musical Honor Society, Sabrina volunteers her time by participating in musicals, developing showcases for music to present to other musicians, and volunteering her time at other schools around the county in their own musicals. Lastly, Sabrina volunteers her time to help her mom in the Austin Road PTO right here in Mayapack. She helps out at many of the school functions, like the upcoming Austin Road Carnival or Staff Appreciation Day. Sabrina does all this to give back to the community, which is something that gives her a great deal of fulfillment in her life. Sabrina looks up to her mom, who volunteers as the co-president for the Austin Road PTO. Sabrina plans to go to college after her senior year for elementary education and looks to pursue her purpose of being a community leader to young students as a teacher. Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you so much.
Good evening. I would just like to begin by expressing my congratulations to the other award recipients tonight, as they have all worked tirelessly to make this community a better place. Community service has always been a large part of my life, and I've loved being involved with different events and causes over the years. Meeting new people and finding exciting ways to connect with my community is truly an outlet of joy to me. I would like to give a huge thank you to the Youth Bureau for providing me with so many opportunities for community engagement, especially through the Youth Program. Thank you so much to the entire Youth Bureau staff. I would also like to thank my Tri-M advisor, Ms. Megan Cabral, for providing me chances to participate in musical community service projects, and the Austin Road PTO in Mayapack for allowing me to assist with school-related events and summer camps that allow me to explore my love of teaching. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents for their endless encouragement of me in all my aspirations and endeavors, as I would not be here without their support. Thank you so much.
If I could have Francesca come up, please. Francesca is a current junior at Brewster High School, which means she still has time to topple her already great achievements. Francesca has been described as a studious, enthusiastic, lighthearted, and empathetic. Francesca has been very active in her community with being involved in the Governor's Youth Council, Youth Court, and helping at St. Lawrence Church in Brewster. She seeks to help the community with as much involvement as possible due to seeking the feeling of going home and being fulfilled with how she affected her peers in a positive way around the community. Francesca was appointed as the youth representative for the Governor's Youth Council, representing the youth of Putnam County. Francesca has also been a Youth Court member for 4 years now. She's continued to impress her work on the steering committee, participating in initial meetings as a youth mentor, and is taking an active role in youth court cases such as, but not limited to, judge, lead defense, and lead prosecution. When Francesca is not busy volunteering with Youth Court, Governor's Youth Council, she fills her time at St. Lawrence Church, where she does altar service for Mass and teaches young students religion at night. Francesca takes after her mom, which she said was her role model for how she wanted to be. She looks to continue her aspirations of being involved in youth court as a lawyer when she goes into college, specifically a constitutional lawyer. We thank you for what you've done.
Thank you to the Putnam County government for giving me this amazing opportunity. Volunteering is truly such such a passion of mine, and it really humbles me to be given such a great honor. I'd like to thank my mom for driving me everywhere and always being there for me. I'd like to thank my dad for his endless support always. My little sister, who reminds me that life just keeps going no matter what. And my little brother, who gives me my daily supply of laughter and happiness. Thank you again, and I look forward to what else I could do for this county. Thank you.
If I could have Haley please come up. Haley, who is a senior at Mahopac High School, is concluding her time as a local community leader for the youth and is looking to make even greater strides in college. Haley has made great impacts in the 4-H community, Girl Scouts, and volunteering her time at the Mahopac Public Library. In 4-H, Haley makes her presence known as she is an active participant in many of the activities such as the 4-H Fair, Youth Forum, tags, and an internship in Healthy Choices and engineering workshops. As a Girl Scout, she has been an active member in Troop 1286 for the past 13 years. She has been a substantial member in her troop as a leader and as a community organizer. Lastly, she has been an active member of the Mahopac Public Library working with younger students. Haley has been a traveling team reporter working on interviewing community leaders around the county for the newspaper and assisting in news reports for the Mahopac Public Library. Not only does she volunteer her time as a traveling team reporter, but she also helps out at the various community days that the library holds, such as Star Wars Days and the Ice Cream Socials. Haley is moving on to college and is looking forward to pursuing her dream as being a mechanical engineer. Haley values everything that she has done for the community due to her drive of having the fulfillment of enjoying giving back, her aspirations to help people. This is all due possible to her passion of fulfilling the shoes of prior community leaders to whom she looks up to. Thank you.
I would first like to say thank you to the Youth Bureau for offering this award. It truly is an honor. I would also like to thank Anna Horvath and Nancy Bottoма for always reminding me the importance of giving back. I would like to thank Gail Perillo and Paul Murphy from the Mahopac Public Library for providing me with opportunities to learn about and to engage with the community. I would also like to thank Dina Altavilla for helping me grow as a leader and as an individual. Finally, I would like to thank my parents for supporting me in everything I do. Thank you.
I would now like to invite our youth board member, Judge Jacob Ellis, to introduce our next speaker.
Thank you, John. Good evening, everybody. I'm Tom Jacob Ellis. I've been a youth board member for probably the last 15 years. And the constant theme that I get every year when I come to this event is the future's bright. As you talk to these award recipients, you can really tell Putnam County is blessed with a lot of talented, dedicated youth and who will give us a bright future. I'm a 1990 graduate of Mahopac High School. I applied for this award in 1990. Joe DiMarzo was on the committee at that point. He said I was very, very close on the B list. So, this is the closest I've come, so I'd like to hear it. So I'd like to introduce Austin Harf. Austin is a senior at Carlo High School. He's been a member of the Putnam County Youth Court since 2017, very active member. Told me he joined because he was very curious about the law. He's enjoyed dealing with real cases. He's served as prosecutor, bailiff, and judge, and loves all that he's learned from youth court. Austin is also a Boy Scout, but not just any Boy Scout. He's achieved the highest honor and is an Eagle Scout. For his Eagle Scout project, he constructed benches at the waterfront at Veterans Memorial Park. He felt there was a need for comfortable benches so parents, when their children were swimming, had a good view of them for safety and also comfort. He came up with an Adirondack design and made the benches out of mahogany, secured them to try to make them vandalism proof. How did he raise money for these projects? Just like any other teenager would do, he baked bread pudding, creme brulee, and homemade granola because he likes to cook, and sold that to raise the funds, which only makes sense. He's also volunteered with the Rotary Men Who Cook project to raise money for the community. He picked the Veterans Park because his dad's a veteran, and he wanted to pay tribute to our veterans. And he's also, as a scout, donated many hours of community service, helping clean around Lake Oneida and other volunteer projects. Some of the words used to describe Austin: conscientious and considerate, committed and leads by example, a fantastic leader and role model, great attitude, a selflessly dedicating of his time. Austin told me he likes volunteering because it gives him a sense of accomplishment, makes him feel good to give back to the community, and he feels that this community has given him so much and so many good opportunities that he wants to pay it back. Austin's role model is his dad. Told me he's a very smart man. He knows a whole lot about a lot of things, and he taught him everything he knows. Austin's not sure how he can ever repay his dad for all his sacrifices. Austin's planning to stay local right now, attend Dutchess Community, get his associate's degree where he figure out what he wants to do, and possibly fields in math, science, and medicine are in his future. He told me maybe University of Vermont or maybe school out west. And very intelligently told me he wants to pick a field for a profession that he likes and enjoys. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Harf.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I'd like to say thank you to Dana Erickson, the Putnam County Youth Court Program, and Mrs. Pompa for giving me this amazing opportunity. I'd also like to thank my family, my dad, my sister, my mom, and my amazing girlfriend, who has always encouraged me to pursue what I deem is a very hard task, and they push me and they said to me that I can do hard things. Now, secondly, I've prepared a little story that I wanted to share to you all. So, in my family, we use this word called mitzvah, and I never really understood the word, but until this last weekend. So, at school, I have a friend, and he's on the autism spectrum, where either is, where the range is strong, you can be very regressed, or you can be very high functioning. He's a very high functioning young man. but he does have problems, difficulties with him being social. Anyways, last week he asked me, "Hey Austin, can we hang out? Can we go to your house, make some cookies, bake, do something like that?" And I said, of course. I made some time, and I picked him up. We went to get some lunch. We went to past a Dunkin' Donuts. We got him a nice big chocolate donut. Then we go back to my house, and he got to meet my lovely family. He had to play with my dog. I showed him around the house, and we made his favorite cookie, which is a full meal. It's a full meal cookie. And we spent a good 3 hours together, and that was an amazing 3 hours of me just bonding with him. And after that, I drove him home, got to meet his family, and that was my day on Sunday. On Monday, I'm walking into school, we go into the cafeteria, just to buy a bottle of water, and I end up seeing his monitor. He has a monitor that walks from class to class and gets to stay with them, just to see how he does and if he has any problems. She is someone that he relates to. And she goes up to me and says, "Austin, I need to tell you something." He has every Monday after the weekend, we ask the kids in class, "How was their weekend? What did they do?" And he has always said, "Not much. I stayed home." But not this Monday. She told me he lit up like a Christmas tree. He was very energetic, enthusiastic, and he was overall super happy. He told me that he went to Austin's house, we made cookies, we did this, we got like a big chocolate donuts, we got to go to his dog, it was awesome. And in that moment, I can surely tell you that is when I learned the true definition of mitzvah. To give something up when you don't need something. Just want to say thank you for everyone for coming here tonight. This is truly an amazing experience.
I'd like to call up Stephen Kovalevsky. Stephen is a junior, 11th grader at Brewster High School. Stephen is also a member of the Putnam County Youth Court, very active. He's served in all roles except judge. He's been a member since 2018. And again, he enjoys playing a vital role with real-life cases in our community. Stephen is also involved with the EDGE program at St. Lawrence O'Toole. He volunteers with the 7th and 8th grade students at his church for 2 hours every other week. He teaches small groups of students about religion and prepares them for their confirmation. Stephen also is very active with the Brewster Schools PTA. He volunteers at events, helps with fundraisers, sells merchandise, helps set up and clean up at events, and pretty much helps out in whatever way is needed. Stephen also is very active with the Vacation Bible School. He's a member of the Science and Math Honor Society at Brewster High School, as well as serving as an altar service at St. Lawrence O'Toole. Some of the terms used to describe Stephen. Stephen goes above and beyond. Stephen has shown various qualities of being, quote, a community leader. Stephen does not wait for others to ask him to do things. Stephen is a joyful volunteer. Stephen likes to volunteer because it gives him a sense of completion and makes him feel good. Stephen told me his role model is his mom. She volunteers, is always helping out, and that's helped inspire you to get involved. Stephen plans to go on to college and study forensic science. Right now, Penn State, Syracuse, and GW are schools of interest to him, but he's got a little time as he's a junior. And I'm sure whatever school he picks will be extremely successful. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Kovalevsky.
So first, I want to thank for granting me this award. And I'd also like to thank all the organizations that allowed me to volunteer and help out with them, such as Youth Forward, all of that my church, St. Lorenzo Tool, offers, and then the school that I participated in. And I'd also like to thank my family, who have always continued to support me and will continue to support me on my volunteering journey. Thank you.
I'd like to now introduce Zachary Cuttriff. Zachary is a senior at Putnam Valley High School. He's involved with the Putnam County Sheriff's Cadet Program. You did a pretty good job today. Give him a good grade. With the cadet program, he assists law enforcement, does ride-alongs with deputy sheriffs to get a real-life feeling of what the deputies do while they're out on patrol. And he's also volunteers. You'll see the cadets at a lot of community events, helping with crowd control and parking, and he's very involved with the cadets. Zachary also volunteers with the Putnam Valley Ambulance Corps. He helps volunteer by cleaning trucks, learns about saving life. He is CPR certified, and he hopes to shortly become Narcan certified, which unfortunately is a very vital certification to get these days in our community. Zachary also volunteers for the Putnam County Food Pantry, where he volunteers at food drives and helps out in any way needed. Zachary is also a Boy Scout, and there's not a lot, percentage-wise, of Scouts who achieve the honor of Eagle Scout, but this is my second Eagle Scout that I'm honored to introduce. He has hundreds of hours of volunteer service through the Boy Scouts, and for his project for Eagle, he built 5 picnic tables with a patriotic flag design at the town park in Putnam Valley. In his spare time, Zachary is also a pitcher and outfield on the varsity baseball team at Putnam Valley High School. And with the help of his mom, I was able to track him down after a big game the other night to speak to him for a few minutes. Some of the words that people who nominated Zachary used to describe him: always prepared and ready to act. He didn't tell me that he served. He led by example, and he didn't do it for the accolades. Every recipient gets an award application packet, and people who nominate tell things. Zachary didn't tell me this, but I hear that on a Boy Scout trip, someone had fallen through the ice, and you helped save that person and earn the National Medal of Honor, one of the highest awards from the Boy Scouts of America gives out, so that's tremendous. He contributes to volunteer service because it's in his heart not to check off a box someone said about you. And I like this line: Zach is an awesome young man. Zach likes to volunteer because he enjoys it, and he likes helping others. His role model is all first responders, fire, police, EMTs, ambulance corps, all first responders he feels give selflessly of themselves, and they serve as his role model. Zach is undecided on a college at this point, but Iona, Albany, and Westcon are in the running. He plans to, not surprisingly, study criminal justice, and he hopes to become then a career as a first responder, either fire, EMS, or police. Ladies and gentlemen, Zachary Pepper.
Good evening. I just want to say thank you for all the wonderful support with all these participants, and thank you for this wonderful Putnam County Youth Awards dinner. Thank you.
Now I'd like to call up our next recipient, Rebecca Lazar. Rebecca is a senior at Mayapack High School. She is also an active member of the Putnam County Youth Court since the 7th grade. She is on the Putnam County Youth Court Steering Committee, and just recently, might have to watch out, served as judge on a criminal case. I heard she did an excellent job. Rebecca is also active with Temple Beth Shalom in Mayapack. She has volunteered with youth groups and teaching. She has organized a panel on anti-Semitism and completed a project for her bat mitzvah where she donated books to the Women's Resource Center. Rebecca is also president of the Gender Equality Club at Mayapack High School. It's a club that she helped build from the ground up and was involved in creating a curriculum that is now developed for the health classes at Mayapack High School. And part of that, she started a fundraising project for period poverty. Rebecca also finds time to volunteer with the Brewster Community Food Pantry and TBS Teens. And I tried to count her community service hours that were listed, and I stopped at 500. It was tremendous. Some of the words that some of the people who nominated Rebecca used to describe her: Rebecca always goes above and beyond. Rebecca has shown qualities of being a community leader. Rebecca has always been a self-starter. She's good to her peers and cares deeply about others. Rebecca likes to volunteer because of the connection she makes with the people she helps, seeing the results of her hard work, and seeing things to completion. Rebecca's role model is her mom, who she says pushed her to use her voice. She says they have a saying in her family, where there's a will, there's a way. Rebecca has earned a full scholarship to Lafayette in Pennsylvania, where she plans to double major in government and law and women and sexuality. Her future plans include going to law school, and Rebecca plans to pursue a career in law. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Rebecca Lazar.
Good evening. I would like to thank my support network of friends, family, teachers, guidance counselors, and rabbi for where I am today. Each have inspired me in a different way, and for that, I'm forever grateful. I would especially like to thank my parents for raising me to be a strong advocate for others, and also for chauffeuring me to my many activities over the years. I will be getting my driver's license soon, I promise. They have also taught me a phrase, as I said, that I live by: when there's a will, there's a way. I will carry this with me into college and hopefully law school and beyond. It is an honor to be here today with other extremely qualified individuals and peers. I look forward to seeing how far you will all go in the future. Thank you and congratulations.
I'd like to call up our next award recipient, Emily Pontello. Emily is a senior at Mahopac High School. She's extremely active as a volunteer in the Teen Action Group, where she's led efforts to send Valentine's Days to veterans, plan events at Tilly Foster Farm, and is currently planning an event for families in May. Emily volunteers with the Putnam County 4-H and is part of the Youth Planning Committee. They have their youth forum coming up in April, and she's helped pick topics and presenters and is promoting the event at her school. Emily volunteers with the Mahopac Leos Club. I was a Leo back many years ago. I know the club went away. I'm really happy that it's back. She's helped with such events as an Easter egg hunt for children. She's helped raise money for St. Jude's, helping with food drives, Relay for Life, and with an open membership drive to increase membership at Mahopac High School. Emily also volunteers with the YMCA Team Leader program at Mahopac High School and is involved with student government. Some of the terms that some of the nominators use to describe Emily. Emily is a special young lady with a caring heart. Emily is one of the first kids to raise her hand and offer to help. Hardworking and committed. Tremendously kind-hearted, genuine in her commitment to helping all around her. Emily told me she always liked volunteering and started as a CIT in her younger days at Camp Combe, and she enjoys helping the community, likes having a positive impact on the community, and enjoys making a difference. Emily's role model is her parents. Both work full-time, but always find time to drive her to volunteer projects, always encourage her. Emily plans to study elementary education and become a teacher and work with younger kids. She plans to attend, at this point, I don't know if it's definite, Springfield College. Not definite, but it's probably a leader right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Pontello.
I would first like to thank the youth for this amazing award. Thank you so much for recognizing me out of hundreds of teens in this community.
I would also like to congratulate all the other teams that have received this award today. Your hard work is not going unnoticed. There are a lot of people out there that I would like to thank who helped support and guided me into the right direction. First off, I would like to thank my family, who are my role models and supporting me through unconditional love since day one. There are many valuable lessons that you guys have taught me throughout the course of my life. The main one that always sticks with me is that you have to work for everything that you earn in life. Nothing is going to ever be handed to you. This sticks with me throughout school, work, community service, college, and beyond. I would also like to thank my board advisor, Gina, for all your hard work and your service to the community. You're the first person that I met during 4-H, and I was terrified joining the club. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but you made me feel comfortable around home. I would also like to thank my community advisor, Shannon, who I have known since my CIT years at Camp Combe. You have helped me through many things. You have written me countless recommendation letters from National Honor Society, jobs, all of that. So thank you for those letters. Those really helped. You have also played an important role in my leadership and communication skills. I've learned things like money management, self-advocacy through your club. Over the past couple months, many people have asked me what my definition of community service is. And to that, I would have to say it's service that you do through your heart, not receiving anything tangible like money or just to check off another box. It's service that you do to generally make an impact on people's lives. The little things in your life can go a long way, even if you don't think they do. So just remember that the next time you're in the club. I hope I return as amazing as my role models are. Thank you again to everyone, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.
I'd like to invite up our next award recipient, Gloria Chardonnay. Gloria is a senior at Brewster High School. I've known, you have to disclose, to waive any conflict of interest in the legal community, I have to put it on the record. I've known Gloria since she's born. Her dad and I were co-workers in the Putnam County District Attorney's Office a long time ago when I was born, and we're still heavily involved in the legal community up here in Putnam. And I've always joked with Gloria, she's the youngest of 4 siblings, that she's my favorite Charbonneau, so this is quite an honor tonight. Please don't tell your brothers or sisters. Gloria is a member of the Brewster Students Against Cancer, where she serves as vice president. She helps fundraise for the American Cancer Society. She is part of the event leadership team for the Relay for Life. And she gives speeches and gets students involved with the relay. Gloria is also a member of the Semper Fi Club. She helps plan luncheons for veterans. She volunteers for Bob Palmer Day, where flags are placed at local veterans' graves. And she also volunteers for wreaths across America, where wreaths are also placed at veterans' graves. That's along with also helping send care packages to soldiers overseas. Rory also volunteers at Brewster High School for career skills class. She helps students by tutoring them, helping with social skills, and communication skills. Through this program, Rory has gotten involved with the Special Olympics and volunteers and assists with health coaching, basketball, and bowling. Rory is very active and dedicated and donated hundreds of hours with the Girl Scouts and is also a member of the Putnam County 4-H group. In her spare time, Rory served as captain of the Brewster varsity soccer team, and she is currently captain of still undefeated Brewster varsity softball team, but it's early in the season, right? You haven't played right? Some of the words used to describe Rory: a gift to our community, extremely humble, a dedicated volunteer, someone who is always reliable, an unforgettable young woman. Rory told me she likes volunteering because she likes to see the impact that you have on other people. She feels like the opportunities given to her by this community, and she likes to give back, and she believes that even one person can make a difference. This was awkward because I'm supposed to ask certain questions, and one is, who is your role model? And I had to fight her. I said, you can't pick me. And she said, no, I want to pick you. I said, no, your mom and dad are going to be here. They're going to feel that. So she went with her second choice, right? She said her 3 siblings are her role models. She said her brother Michael taught her how to be a student athlete. Her brother Joey taught her how to be a good student and work hard, and her sister Justina taught her to be a leader and always to be nice to others. Her future plans are to attend college. She's just been recently accepted to Boston College, where she's going to look at it this weekend. She's also been accepted and considered Sacred Heart, and her safety school is Fordham, where her mom and dad attended. Her plans include to study a 5-year bachelor master's program in special education, and then pursue a career teaching special education. Ladies and gentlemen, Gloria Chardonnay.
First, I'd like to thank you, the Putnam County Youth Bureau, for having us here tonight and throwing this beautiful dinner. And Tommy for introducing me. I've known him a while, and it was a really nice speech. And I'd like to thank my parents for always supporting me in all of my volunteer work and my sports and driving me everywhere and never missing a game or an event that I helped plan. And my siblings for always being there for me and showing me how I should grow up and what the priorities in life are. So I'd just like to thank all of you for being here, and thank you again to the Putnam County Youth Bureau for this award.
I'd now like to call up longtime youth board member Bill Wilkins.
Thank you, Tom. Would Chris Donahue please approach? Chris is a senior at Brewster High School. He is co-vice president of the Putnam County Youth Board, where he served since 2018. He's also a member of the Brewster High School Math Honor Society in 2018. He's also a youth football coach from 2021 to now, and he also announces the games. He initiated the teen parent driving agreement through the DMV to highlight safe driving to new drivers. He also participated in the Mr. Brewster fundraiser for cystic fibrosis. Some of the comments are, Chris leads by example. He uses his voice, but ultimately his actions are his voice. Chris seeks ways to make group responsibilities more effective. He's an excellent organizer. He's also a pretty good quarterback. He plays quarterback for Brewster High School, and now that Tom Grady is retired, his Super Bowl might have to wait a year or two. He likes to volunteer to pass on his knowledge of football to younger players and to improve their performance and understanding of the game. His role model is his dad. He will be going to Assumption College in Massachusetts, where he will major in civil engineering and play football. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Donahue.
I'd first like to thank Bill Wilkins for getting me involved in the Youth Bureau and for presenting this award for me. I'd also like to thank my parents and my grandfather for always believing in me and pushing me to be the best I possibly can be every day. I'd also like to thank Coach Pete Morelli for letting me coach and assist coaching his football team this year, and for the club advisors that have showed me how to really get involved in the community and get involved in Brewster High School. And lastly, I'd like to thank Janine and the Youth Board for selecting me for this award.
Would Megan Renzi please come to the podium? Megan is also a senior at Brewster High School. She is the other vice president of the Putnam County Youth Board from 2018 to now. She's also the secretary of the National Honor Society from 2020, and she's also a member of the National Honor Art Society. She's a member of the Salty Hands Club for Cystic Fibrosis. Some of the comments made for her: Megan is humble and kind. She seeks to make meaningful connections and joins clubs for genuine causes to make a positive impact on her community. Megan demonstrates initiative in all she does. She works hard, is prompt, and super responsible. She enjoys volunteering because she enjoys doing good for the community, and it gives her a good feeling. Her role model is her mom and her sister Erin, who showed her the importance of volunteering. She wants to pursue a career in advertising, and she will either attend University of South Florida or University of Alabama. I give you Megan Renzi.
So first I want to thank Bill Wilkins because he encouraged me to join the Putnam County Youth Board. And thank you and the whole entire board. You guys all opened to me welcoming arms, and I found a voice to do good for my community. And I've had so much confidence in Sylvie that I would never have today. I could never come here and speak. I really found my voice, so thank you again. I want to thank all the club advisors at Brewster High School because they all give their officers an opportunity to take lead. And that has taught me a lot of responsibility over the past 4 years, and I look forward to volunteering more in college. So thank you all again.
Would Emily Racinko please come up to the podium? Emily is also a senior from Brewster High School. Some of her volunteering includes 4-H Fair, instrumental in planning children's events, Youth Forum Planning Committee, and the Brewster High School Performing Arts setting up the events. Comments about her are persistent, positive attitude, makes her a joy to be around, and everyone is better for it. She works quickly and does it with a smile, and she's a great advocate for her peers. She enjoys volunteering to meet new people and the joy volunteering gives to others. Her role model is her mom, and her future plans include she wants to be an Imagineer for Disney or a social studies teacher. That's pretty good. Her college of choice will be Eastern Connecticut, Siena, or Oswego. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Racinko.
Start off by thanking the Youth Bureau for putting together this event, and congratulations to all of the fellow award winners. I guess I'll start off by thanking my mom and my brother and my dad because they drive me just about everywhere all across the county at all of the hours of the day, whether it's 6 a.m. to get to set up places or at 11 p.m. when I'm done cleaning up said places. So thank you very much, Mom. I really appreciate it. I'd also like to thank 4-H and Dina Azadella and all of the Brewster clubs in general because there are so many to list and I help with as many as I can. But some in particular would be the Brewster Performing Arts, Performing Arts Center, the band, and Mall United Nations and NJROTC. Thank you very much.
Would Nicholas Adano please come up here? Nicholas is a senior at Carmel High School, and some of his highlights of volunteering are co-care volunteer from 2017 to the present. Also Holiday of the Lake from 2018 to the present. He's a Carmel High School tutor and mentor. He's also the student body president. He's an officer at NHS. And on a side note, he's also rated the #1 kicker in New York State. The longest field goal he told me in the game was 46 yards. In practice, he kicks further. Some of the comments: he is well-mannered and a kind-hearted young man, an excellent role model and scholar, provides visionary leadership, and collaborates well with students to resolve issues. Nick is motivated, enthusiastic, and genuinely driven for success. He likes to volunteer. He wants to inspire and have an impact on people, especially through football. His role models are the cadets at West Point. In football, it's Rodrigo Blankenship. Colleges include Cornell, Boston College, and UNC. He wants to study finance, and he wants to create a student hedge fund, and I wouldn't bet against him. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas.
Good evening. Well, I'm going to be honest, I did not prepare anything to say tonight. But I truly would like to thank my mom, my dad, and my amazing principal, Miss Santa Barbara, for everything that they've done for me. And I would also like to thank the Putnam County Youth Bureau for selecting me as a nominee, and I'm truly honored. And I would also like to congratulate all the other recipients for this amazing achievement. Thank you.
Would Kevin Whitmarsh please join us? Kevin is a junior at Mahopac High School. He is a member of the Mahopac Leos Club, which is a high school version of the Lions Club, which I did not know. He's also been on youth court to 2016 to present, and he's also done a lot of volunteering for the United for the Troops since 2013. Some of the comments made were: he's kind, courteous, and diligent, exceedingly efficient in many tasks, a great ambassador for the United for the Troops. He is dedicated, a hard worker, truly enjoys helping others. He makes the long days of volunteering enjoyable, a real people person. I asked him why he likes to volunteer, and he said he just simply enjoys it. His motto is make every day better. His future plans are law enforcement, and while he's only a junior, he wants to go to the Southern School. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Whitmarsh.
So first of all, congratulations to all the other winners of this award, and thank you to the Youth Bureau. I have a little speech prepared. If I can get it unfolded. So I'm not good at giving speeches. I believe the human brain starts working the moment you're born and never stops until you stand up to speak in public. But I'm going to give it my best shot. After all, these awards are all about giving your all. No one person embodied that mindset of giving it your all more than James Reeves, the namesake of one of the adult awards winners. I knew him personally through my work with Putnam County Youth Board. I looked up to him. He was one of my heroes, and while I was writing this speech, I wanted to write about one of the fond memories I had of him. But the more I thought about it, the harder it was. That's because every memory I have of him and every second I spent talking to him were all equally as amazing. He was a charismatic, intelligent, and above all, an amazing human being. He was a natural leader and a man I still aspire to become. I am so grateful to all the people who got me here, to Dana Erickson and Dr. Eva Hecht. Thank you for nominating me and giving me the chance to speak to you all tonight. Thank you to Jim Rath-Smith for teaching me to always fight for what I believe in. Thank you to my parents. While we may not always agree on everything, you raised me to become who I am today. To Barbara Reeves, for inspiring me to find the good in all people. And of course, thank you to James Reeves for being a role model to so many people and touching the hearts of all that matter. Have a good night, everybody.
Would Nate Wolfe please come to the podium? Nate is a junior at Carmel High School. He has been a member of the youth court since 2018. He's also works for the Ken Parks and Rec from 2018 to now. He also volunteers at the Van Wyck Homestead Museum from 2021 to now. He's also a member of the Carmel High School Mentor Program. Some of the comments made about him were highly effective volunteer. His competence, proficiency, and hardworking nature has made our events a true success. He is respectful in contributing ideas, a great personality, and interacts well with parents and children. He volunteers because he enjoys it and it's helpful to the community. And his future, he wishes to study history. Everyone, Nate.
Thank you, everyone. First, I'd like to thank the Youth Bureau for providing me with this opportunity, and congratulations to all the other recipients of the award. And also, I'd like to thank my parents for presenting me with all these opportunities. Without you, nothing I've done so far would have been possible. And all the volunteering opportunities from everyone at the Putnam County Youth Court. It's been a great experience for me since I joined a few years ago. Also, for Jerry Kaczynski, luckily no relation to Ted Kaczynski, the serial killer. From the Kent Recreation and Parks Department, who is unfortunately no longer there. He moved to the other Kent Recreation and Parks Department in Connecticut. And for Steve Lynch and the Fishkill Historical Society for presenting the opportunity to volunteer at the Van Wyck Homestead Museum, and just thank you so much. This is an incredible opportunity for me.
We will now continue with the program. Janine Cunningham.
We'll be presenting the James Accretes Award. In 2019, Putnam County lost a great man, community member, and friend. Judge James Accretes was a past youth board member, adult award winner, and devoted many hours to the youth court program, Pegasus program, and many other community agencies. Anytime you asked Jim for assistance, without hesitation, he was always there to help. He's deeply missed by our community. At this time, I'd like to introduce Barbara Reeves. She is also a retired Putnam County Youth Court coordinator, to say a few words about Jim before we present the award. So, Ms. Barbara Reeves.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Barbara Reeves. There's a lot of emotions going on in this room today. This is my 34th Youth Awards celebrating our youth throughout Putnam County. I just wanted to tell you a little story, and I know Joe DeMarco is probably going to shout out something, but 22 years ago, I met an amazing man here, the Honorable Judge James Accretes. This is our anniversary, and it's fitting that we would meet around our youth that we love, that we're passionate. Kevin, you got me crying. So did you, Austin. Dana, thank you for continuing. John, for continuing that youth court program. Being part of it for 30 years is my passion. So I just want to congratulate all of you. Continue to be kind to yourself and to others. This is a great night. I'm glad that we're all out together again. I look around the room. Thank you for making me laugh at the end. You did that. Congratulations. Thank you, Janine, for this honor to be with all of you tonight. We do miss the Honorable Judge Hughes, but his legacy lives on in all of us and all of our youth. And I know that we're going to make a presentation to someone who's very worthy. I'd like if Kirsten Lucinko, if you could please come up to present the award. Laura Johnson has served as a 4-H volunteer club leader for approximately 16 years. During most of that time, Laura, along with her husband Patrick, have helped lead the Trailblazers 4-H Shooting Sports Club. In addition, over the years, Laura has assisted with a variety of other tasks to support the 4-H program, including leading a woodworking for Putnam youth last fall, building and repairing countless items for the annual 4-H fair, and most recently working with a group of youth to build benches for the Veterans Gardens in Carmel. Laura is a strong, dedicated volunteer who not only serves as a role model, but also as an educator in lessons that aren't necessarily taught in the classroom. Laura's area of specialty is the great outdoors. As an accomplished sportswoman, fabricator, and environmental enthusiast, she enjoys teaching youth as well as adults in key life skills. Recently, during a bench building project at a local veterans home, Laura taught a group of members and their parents how to deconstruct several wood pallets and reuse the materials to build a beautifully rustic bench setting and side table. In this one project, Laura incorporated math, architecture, physics, and proper use of tools into an afternoon. Participants were able to see the project through from start to finish and appreciate the elements of design and hard work that went into the finished project. The emotional component of the day was worth its weight in gold, as some folks now not only have the knowledge but confidence for this build because of Laura. For some, it is the first time using power tools or woodworking. Whatever the new skill was, Laura was beside each member with support and enthusiasm, encouraging and explaining at every step as an outstanding coach does. Laura uses hands-on activities to engage those she works with in such a way that they may not realize that they are in fact learning a new skill or enhancing their education. During the most difficult times of the COVID-19 pandemic, when the majority of the young population had been cooped up indoors for quite some time, Laura saw an opportunity to use nature as a classroom and break monotony of the screen time abundance of distance learning. A walk through the outdoors brought an opportunity to teach orienteering, plant identification, animal tracking, and a few simple survival skills. The 4-H Shooting Sports Club, also known as Putnam County 4-H Trailblazers, is where Laura truly makes her mark. As a group leader, she demonstrates the highest practice of patience, understanding, and commitment. Children who may encounter challenges in a classroom environment find Laura's approach to instruction on archery and firearm safety clear and thorough. Those under her guidance have the utmost respect and safety for the range and each other. Members of this group have flourished in the sport area in the last few years under her tutelage. In a world that has recently become more isolated, more remote, and less hands-on, Laura offers a safe learning environment where children and adults alike can step out of their comfort zone to truly learn what they are capable of. She lends guidance and enrichment in skills not necessarily offered through a classroom or online instruction. Education is not defined solely by reading, writing, and arithmetic, but rather the making of a better tomorrow. With more dedicated people like Laura Johnson, this world can truly be a better place. I know that our community and youth of Putnam County 4-H is because of her. Please congratulate Laura Johnson as the 2022 recipient of the James Accretes Award.
was going to cry, so I thought I knew what I was going to say, and then I sat here and listened to the amazing accomplishments and achievements of these kids. And knowing Judge Reeves in passing, he had stopped by our booth at the 4-H fair a few times to encourage us and thank us for our work. And I knew of his reputation and the work that he's done in the community. And it is so humbling to be honored in his name. And the kids and everything that they've done, I honestly pale in comparison. I'm so pleased to see that we have a community that's going to continue with the county to be so strong. And I really thank you for all your work and your efforts. And it's been such an honor to work with 4-H, and especially with Dina Altavilla and the program that she's put together for the county and the youth of our county, and the opportunities that she's made available to me that I would not have had available without them. And I'd just like to thank the Youth Board for recognizing all of us tonight, and all of you for coming out and supporting such a great group. Thank you very much.
I just want to congratulate you, Laura. I have a small token from the Honorable Judge James Accretes that I would like to present to you. It came right from his chamber desk. I'm going to let you open it and then I'll explain why. So this is the world that Judge Reeves used to spin the globe and say that with a little kindness we can all make the world go round. You are helping make this world a better place and go round. Congratulations. And now I'd like to present the 2022 Youth Board Lifetime Achievement Award. Rich Reinhardt, if you could please join me. It's my honor to present the next award to Rich Reinhardt. Rich is a member of the Putnam County Youth Board, which is an advisory board that meets monthly to discuss the needs of youth, assist with program ideas and youth funding for different programs. He helps to recruit and mentor high school students to take on leadership roles. He's a role model to these future leaders. Rich Reinhardt has been an active member of the Putnam County Youth Board for the past 35 years. He's been the Youth Board president for over 20 years. He has dedicated his time to the Youth Board, supporting the Youth Bureau, not only at monthly meetings or helping out with the Youth Awards Dinner. He is involved in committees to bring awareness to the community about the different trends that impact our youth. Rich has worked with young people for many years in several programs designed to improve the mental health and outlook of young people in our county. Rich is a founding member, past president, and coach for Brewster United Soccer Organization. He was involved with this organization for over 15 years. He devoted countless hours to the youth who participated in the soccer program. One of the references for Rich, who is not only his neighbor, but good friend, said that Rich
has a spirit and soul that sees the best in people. He seldom lets a negative word escape from his mind, and that Rich is not known as a person to sit around and let the grass grow under his feet. Rich was also involved in the Pegasus riding program for people with disabilities. He helped volunteer at this program for almost 10 years. As you can see, Rich has contributed so much to the youth and their families in Putnam County. He has devoted countless hours to the youth board. He's always bringing in newspaper articles to share at our meetings about all the wonderful programs the Youth Bureau has to offer. He's that person that's always telling us that he saw the Youth Awards dinner or Youth Board graduation on Comcast. He's always been so supportive of all our events and has never missed a Youth Award dinner that I've been to. As president, he attends Youth Board graduations, our senior award ceremonies, our 9/11 ceremony, and the list goes on. He supports everything that the Youth Bureau and the Youth Board have done. The Youth Bureau, the Youth Board, and I would like to congratulate Rich for the countless hours he has volunteered and the dedication he has given to Putnam County. It's my privilege to recognize and present Rich Reinhardt with the 2022 Youth Bureau Youth Board Lifetime Achievement Award.
Years ago, Putnam County had 10,000 people, now they have 100,000 people. And I wanted to always give back to this community. I coached Little League and soccer, and June's volunteered to Pegasus, the handicap gardening program for young people that are disabled. And I also walked dogs for the Humane Society, Putnam County, and I wanted to do more, so Sam Oliverio was director of the Youth Bureau at the time, and he asked me and Gregory at the time to visit Pleasant Valley Police Department, where he had a nephew that had a youth court program, and we brought it to Putnam County, and he presented it to the legislature, he adopted it, and then Sam chose Barbara Reeves to be the director for 2 weeks. So I wanted to do more, so I joined the youth board, and wanted to give back. So it's been very desirable and a very good time. And Putnam County is a wonderful place to live and raise a family. And the motto is, come to Putnam County where the country begins. And my motto is, let me live in a house next to the road. I'm good with real men.
Thank you, Rich, for everything you've done. You really are an inspiration for the whole entire county. So thank you. But thank you all for attending the 37th Annual Youth and Adult Awards Dinner. Thank you to the Youth Board and Youth Bureau staff for all their hard work in making this event a huge success. At this time, I want to thank the Brewster Flower Garden for their generous donation of flowers to the award winners to order this evening, the Putnam County Sheriff Cadets,
and Brian Olson of the Putnam County IT Department for videotaping tonight's event, which will be aired on Comcast. Congratulations to all the award winners for community service effort in Putnam County. If all the award winners would please stay after the event for a photo opportunity, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you all for coming and have a great evening.